We in? We live? Alright. Boom. What up, y'all? It's your boy Show. Now, I mean, another episode in the whip. It's the mobile version of Life Be Lyfe'n and all of that. You know what I mean? Word. I got a question. Serious as cancer. What do y'all think of your man Trump, y'all, the president, y'all president? What y'all think of him shutting his government down and how everybody talking about SNAP and all that, food stamps and all that stuff is being, is possibly soon to be shut down, ending in November, like in the time of like, holidays and giving and all that. Like, what's y'all? I want to know what's the take, like, you know what I mean? Like, because this dude, first of all, he's trying to run this country like one of them, like, one of them countries that they're always sending the troops to and all of that. You know what I mean? I'm not a politician, so I don't really get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm for my people, first and foremost. Everybody always want to go running and wondering what other, foreign lands and places is happening over there and all of that. And they don't give a damn about Americans. They just, plan on ways of how to escape they native to, to come to America. You know what I mean? Damn Americans, they want to come to America, right? Or some is abruptly, removed from their home and sent to these, to America or wherever. You know what I mean? My thing is, what is it? Like, what's the? Like, what is it? How is that? That's effective. Everybody's affected by that, right? I get it. But now it's like I said. So now, rewind back to the first initial question that I asked about him shutting, with the government being already shut down. It's been like, 3 weeks now? We in day 20 something, 21, 22. He going, and the funny shit, cause everybody thinking that if it was to ever be a national anything, whatever, a purge, I'm gonna call it a purge, right? For the lack of a better term. The white people was no, cause I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Fuck this. Cause the white people be the first one. Look at January 6th, right? They talking about their politics. So now niggas coming to stopping with enters, what affects they refrigerator and how they feed they little, the little blue-eyed, blonde-haired babies and all of that. They you know what I mean? Oh, it's gonna be chaotic, man. It's not gonna happen like that, cause they always want to make niggas sweat and all of that shit. It's gonna it's gonna be day 90 into, it's gonna be like, nah, cause we got about what? Today is the 20th. We got about 30, right? 30 some odd days till Thanksgiving. Everybody gonna be on pins and needles. This is how it's gonna go, though. He gonna make niggas sweat. He gonna have them niggas come trickle down the democrats and all that shit, because they all in the same bed together. You know what I'm saying? Different heads of the same monster and all of that. However, he gonna have everybody, he gonna have them bow down. Your Hakeem Jeffries and all that shit. You gonna bow down, nigga, right? Yeah, you gonna bow down. And he grabbing niggas by the short and curlies. That's what he doing. This shit is funny to me, though. It's funny to me. Why? Because y'all be instead of pushing the button when y'all had the nigga cornered and doing whatever y'all was supposed to do, you dropped the ball, you fucked up. And he slipped out. Like I said, you could catch the devil. You can hold the devil for a day or two, but you can't hold him forever. You know what I'm saying? You can catch him, but you can't keep him. How about that? You know what I mean? Now, motherfucking, he gonna make you niggas bow down about, like I said, about 30 some odd days to Thanksgiving. My birthday come between that. Yeah, your boy be, yeah, all that. I'm gonna give up, but we gonna talk, I mean, but anyway, in the next, I want to say, the next 20 days. Let's see what the next 20 days look like. 25 days. See what that look like. Know what I mean? My B-Day is the beginning of November. We got 2 more weeks to this 5-week month of October and all of that. You know what I mean? Let's see what that do. Okay. Motherfucking what else? What else I wanted to get into? Because I'm all over with it, like bird shit and all that. Know what I mean? What is it? What else we talking about? We talking about different. Oh, we're gonna talk about family. Let's talk about family. Family. First off, I love my family. You know what I mean? Good, bad, right, wrong, up and down. I mean, pause. However, everybody have their misfires. Let's say that. Nobody's perfect. Life be life and all that. You know what I mean? So it is always gonna give you a chance. Every time you wake up, it's gonna give you, my life give you a chance to be better than what you was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, it's like we tend to take that term, that title for granted. The title, we take that for granted, like every day, like abuse the shit out that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was on my own for 20 years. Yeah, 20 piece. And all that, basically on my own. You know what I mean? Had family, you know what I mean? What was there of, you know what I mean? And then it was a lot of motherfuckers that like I kind of like vibe with, that was almost like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I vibe with you more than I vibe with my own relative and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, especially if we in the streets, and some niggas might attract to one more so than the other. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, I'm more what's up with, I'm more what's happening. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Because I'm the younger, like the fresher. You know what I mean? I'm still moving them back. And sometimes that can be, kind of looked at envious in some ways and all of that. So sometimes people can, like some relatives can lead you astray. You know what I mean? And it can turn out however. You know what I mean? So long as if it's just like, you gotta be knowing, because sometimes niggas don't be knowing the game, or sometimes niggas don't be seeing the manipulation niggas be doing and all that shit, because niggas be related or whatever, you know what I mean, brothers, or cousins, or aunts, uncles, whatever, the sisters and all that, siblings, because like I said, it's family, we related. So because of that title, certain things get looked beyond, or get right, you know what I mean, as it should. But a lot of stuff gets abused as well. You know what I mean? So that's me, knowing how to dissect what from what. You know what I mean? The me who I am, and the me who you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the me you want me to be. There's just no way impossible I can do that shit. Just no way physically formed. I can't. You know what I mean? I won't. However, when you feel like you feel like a motherfucker, like can you be like, all right, I get in the driver's seat, or hell, I hop in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? So long as I'm riding in the whip, wherever the destination is going, we going. But don't crash out though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas crash out, and sometimes you in the back seat thinking that he got it, a nigga got it, and the nigga fall asleep behind the wheel, crash out, like, you know what I mean? So now that's like, damn, the fuck you could have said, yo, you know what I mean, I'm drifting, but but it is what it is. So like I said, it can be fatal, it can be, detrimental some way, shape, or form. So that right there, you just be like, that's when you decide, you know what, this is where I get off. You do the what's that? The fucking, what's something from Boys in the Hood? Let me out, dog. Shit, the Cuba Gooding shit. Know what I'm saying? So Ice Cube, like, yo, let me out. Know what I mean? Like, this is where I get off right here and all that. You know what I mean? Because this ride ain't for me. You know what I mean? I realized this ride really wasn't for me when I got in the motherfucker from the door. You know what I mean? We got into little scuffs and little whatevers, and that was God telling me, nigga, get out that car. You know what I mean? Then I'm like, next thing you know, I'm laying in the motherfucking holes in the nigga lap. You know what I mean? Like, damn, how the fuck I get here? That was God telling me, nigga, get out that car, nigga. You know what I mean? But you know, you see things differently as you grow older. You reflect and you realize, and you be like, damn, he got me through that. He got me through that to see that. You know what I mean? Like, so that was my revelation. So when I make videos, I just made a video yesterday, whatever, the other, talking about the churches and all that, like, fuck the churches, and yeah, nah, because church start right here, B. You know what I'm saying? God is within you, nigga. You are God, nigga. I'm God, nigga. Dig? So I ain't when I was laying up holes in the nigga and all that, pause. It wasn't no reverend there, wasn't no deacon, wasn't no preacher. You know what I mean? Wasn't nobody taking up a collection for my hospital bills and all. See, that's the thing everybody always want to run from. Oh, the church can't cover everything. Why not? They making as much money they making, tax free. Come on, B. Fuck them niggas, B. Dedicate my life to no other. I can say what I need to say. Now, I believe in. I respect those prayer groups. People that's in prayer and they come in the group and they meet at somebody's house and everybody bring they knowledge and everybody. I get that. I dig that more so than church. You know what I'm saying? Because, and not for nothing, I grew up not in church, but like used to go, like, we borderline Jehovah's Witness. You know what I mean? Borderline. I say borderline because no, we wasn't knocking on people's doors and doing all that. Wasn't, know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, it was like we go to like the memorials every, you know what I mean? First, I don't give me the line, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to none of the Jehovah's Witnesses out there and all that, because respectfully, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not, you know what I mean? I'm definitely not doing that, respectfully. However, I will say, if it's like it's always a comparison, or as you got the Jehovah's Witness, then you got Christians, then you got Muslims, then you got, and again, we're Muslim. I got family that's Muslim. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things being in the street. I've learned more as from a Muslim standpoint, because you know a lot of niggas be preach that, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, you might be with a nigga that might not fuck with or practice, you know what I mean, practice knowledge of self, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you like that shit rolls on into you, pause, you know what I mean? So you start not eating pork and this, and you know, I'm just without the teachings, just kind of like following, you know what I mean, following suit, dig? But even that, it'll be like, that's still like, if I'm in a situation, where is that gonna get me? How is your God gonna get me out of that situation, man? You know what I mean? So it's like I said, you say a little prayer to the whomever you believe in, so long as it ain't that you know what I mean? So long as it ain't that other dude, you pray to your Most High, and you see how that come. Cause I ain't gonna front, I ain't know how to pray, B. You know what I'm saying? Not for nothing, my lady, my wife, she, like, you know what I mean, showed me how to, like, as a man, though, not, you know, because I was young, I used to do that with my pops and all of that, my sisters and all that. We have little prayer moments every night, not just once or one, every night you say prayers, you know what I mean? So, to the point where my pops would have one of us leading the prayers off and all of that, so I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to forget that. You know what I mean? I have no pops. I have no father. I have no mother. So that right there in itself is the reason why it's a lot of me that's like missing. A lot of my true, yeah, I must admit, a lot of my spirit is gone, B. It is, man. It is, and it's gone in the heavens with the ones that was near and dear, and that them departing, it really broke me down. It did. Gotta be, sometimes it's just, you know, I think maybe 25 years ago, I would have wished that it would have been something differently. You know what I'm saying? Mom's been going 30 plus years, damn near 40 years. You know what I mean? So, you know, you think about shit like that and all that. So when you hear niggas like I said, getting back to family, all this is about family. This whole segment right here is like, when you hear people just like be like cussing at their mom, me personally, my ears here, like people cussing at their moms and that bitch, oh, it burns my soul, B. Pause. It burns my soul because that shit is like, man, like how could you say some shit like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Cause the same motherfuckers that's always beefing with their moms, and she dropped that, she don't wake up the mom, you get that call, you gonna be the one that's to hurt the most, man. Word up. That shit is like,